What's up YouTube? This is Master Renz and welcome back to my channel. So sa video ito, panibagong setup tayo. Nandito tayo sa sasakyan. Since sa free time ko naman gagawa tayo ng reaction video dito kay FEARSOME Top 5 na ang pamagat ay Top 5 Scary Ghost Videos You Shouldn't Watch Alone. So tignan natin, ako nag-iisa pa man din ako dito, pero kahit pa paano maliwanag kasi nga free time ko naman So make sure magsusubscribe kayo dito kay FEARSOME Top 5. So without further ado, let's go sa go.
Welcome to FEARSOME Top 5. You're about to witness 5 scary ghost videos that you definitely should not watch alone. Number 1. 7 years ago, Kathy from the Paranormal Nightmares YouTube channel moved into a new home with her husband and daughter. Almost immediately, they all noticed something was off. A heavy, unexplainable presence seemed to linger in the house. It wasn't long before the unease turned into undeniable activity. Objects would move without reason, as if touched by unseen hands. Determined to make sense of what was happening, Kathy installed cameras throughout her home, capturing moments that defied explanation. Over the years, the footage has revealed unsettling events that still leave her questioning who or what is lurking in her home. For a while, the strange activity seemed to stop entirely. But one night, after spending the day out with her husband, Kathy returned home to find objects in her bedroom moved without explanation. And when she checked her camera, what she discovered left her unnerved.
Ay, sa may salamin. Ay. Bumubukas mag-isa.
The closet door mysteriously began shaking as if something inside was trying to escape. This chilling movement went on for some time before the door slowly began to slide open. The door eerily moved to the right, revealing a closet that's full of clothes. Despite trying, Kathy wasn't able to find an explanation for this. And in the following days, one of her cameras would catch something that would chill her to her core.
Ay. Ayun lang. Ayun lang.
The camera in her basement caught a sudden impression appear on her couch. No one was around, but it looks as if someone sat down. Moments later, the cushion began to rise back into place, as if an unseen person stood up. Then a lamp to the left began to move before getting knocked to the floor. This terrifying footage has left Kathy on edge, but little did she know what this camera would catch next.
Oh. May dumaan sa harap ng camera. May puting usok. Ayun bumalik.
As this camera was rolling, a bizarre mist began to appear out of nowhere. These transparent clouds of smoke seemed to manifest out of thin air and disappeared just as quickly as they came. This strange phenomenon is just another thing to be added to the list of creepy shit that happens in Kathy's house.
Pause ko lang ang init Ano ko lang yung aircon ng sasakyan. I-pause ko lang saglit lang Yan.
Number 2.
Ano yung sa bagay na yun, paliwanag ko lang din. Kasi CCTV yung sa CCTV na kukuhanan. Doon sa unang incident sa salamin, pwedeng sabihin ng iba na baka may tao lang sa likod, pinubuksan yun. Pero ang may ipaliwanag doon kung paano pipikiin, yung pag-upo doon sa sofa, kasi makikita doon, mukhang may umupo kahit walang nakita. Tapos yung isang furniture na bumagsak, yun ang may pikiin, saka yung usok. Yun ang pinaka paano ipapaliwanag na peke yun. Para sa akin legit yung una na to. Kinilabutan ako mga 90%. Yan.
4 years ago on the Ghost subreddit, a user named Mason posted a video asking for people's thoughts. One night around 3 in the morning, the security camera in his backyard detected motion. And the next morning, when Mason got a chance to review the footage, the hairs on his neck began to stand up. In the dead of night, a strange figure can be seen standing on his back porch. This eerie silhouette suddenly darted forward, appearing to go directly into the house. The only problem, the sliding glass doors were closed and locked. Someone in the comments pointed out that this eerie silhouette resembles a little girl in a fairy dress, gripping onto the door's edge as she swings herself inside. Mason is adamant that at no point did this back door open. So who or what was lurking on his porch, and where exactly did it go? Number 3.
Katakot yung ganun. Doon, kinilabutan ako. Mga 95%. Nakakatakot yun. May hapikein yun.
3. A woman named Justice on TikTok doesn't have many videos on her account, but the few she has posted are of her daily life and adorable daughter. One day while Justice was recording a video of her daughter playing, she accidentally caught something that made her stomach drop.
Ako bata. Kawawa naman, maano ng multo. Oh?
As her daughter began crawling on the floor, her right leg suddenly lifted up and appeared to get yanked back. An invisible force seemed to pull the small child back, causing her to cry out shortly after. From the way her leg lifts up and moves backwards, this doesn't look like a natural movement for a baby. No matter how many times Justice watches this video, she can't seem to rationalize how this happened. But lucky for us, someone in the comments was nice enough to leave an explanation. Okay, so when this happens, usually it just means you need to pack all your stuff and leave like yesterday. Hope this helps. And that right there is some pretty solid advice. Number 4.
Kawawa yung bata. Kawawa yung mga ganung bata na lalo yung mga baby. Lagi nabibiktima ng mga entity. Talagang sila yung mga prone, kumbaga. Sila yung lapitin talaga entity, yung mga bata. Nakakaawa talaga. Yung mga multo, walang mapagtepan eh.
4. Over on a TikTok account called Miss Erin Els, a woman named Erin recently started posting about an unnerving situation she found herself in. At 2:30 one night, the sound of rattling caught her attention. She pulled out her phone and cautiously made her way down the dark hallway. And when she stood outside of her bathroom, she was shocked at what she saw.
I need help. I took this video at like 2:30 this morning and I don't know what to do.
Ako, 2:30.
Oh god, something's in the bathroom. There's no way something is in the bathroom downstairs. So now it's almost 8 a.m. I'm not positive, but I have to imagine whatever it was is still in there. 1, what the heck could it be? 2, what do I do? Because I am not opening that door.
The unmistakable sound of rattling can be heard coming from the other side of her bathroom door. And if we look closely, we can see the doorknob slightly moving as if someone or something was trying to get out. Fearing that it was an animal trapped inside, Erin refused to open the door. But with comments recommending to try to see into the bathroom from an outside window, she decided to give it a shot.
Alright, I think whatever was in there is probably still in there, so I'm gonna see if I can figure it out from the outside. There's a window down there. And that window hopefully has the shade up. Let's see. Okay. Oh, no. The shade is down. Why is the shade down? I need the shade to be up.
With the shade down, there was no chance of getting a peek inside. She then reached out to her sister and her husband, who agreed to come take a look with their endoscope camera. The plan was to slip this tiny camera under the door to get a glimpse of what was going on inside. But her next video wasn't exactly the update we were expecting.
All right, well, not quite the update I was expecting to give, but the bathroom was empty. So we couldn't get the camera under the door. We then just like set up a bunch of barricades to open the door and basically route whatever it was down the hall, and had the door into the garage open and then the garage door open, thinking we could like scurry it along. And my brother-in-law went in. He had like all the protective gear on, and yeah, he couldn't find anything. Looked under the sink, looked in the toilet, looked behind the washer and dryer. There were really no signs of like disturbance. I couldn't find claw marks anywhere on the bottom of the door. So at this point, the best guess is it was either in the heat vent, which is in the ceiling, which is up near the door, so kind of like where the sound was coming from, or possibly in the ceiling or the wall. And all you people who think I need to like call someone to deal with paranormal, I'm just gonna like, that's not, I don't think that's happening. I think it's an animal. I think it's some kind of critter. It just unfortunately is going to be an unsolved mystery for now.
When the endoscope camera didn't work out, they bravely decided to simply open the door. But after cautiously going in and searching the bathroom, there was no sign of any person or animal. An eerie discovery when you think back to the moving doorknob. And in another terrifying twist, people in the comments began to point out that in her video where she went outside to check the window, a ghostly voice was caught. Right after Erin says that window hopefully has the shade up, a disembodied voice can be heard saying, "No, it isn't."
There's a window down there. And that window hopefully has the shade up. Let's see. And that window hopefully has the shade up. Hopefully has the shade up.
May nagsalita nga.
This chilling voice came through clear as day, but at the time, Erin didn't hear a thing. So far, there's been no explanation as to what was going on inside of that bathroom. But what do you think could have been causing this? Number 4.
Tensya na kayo, punas ako ng punas. Ang init. Pero although paulan na ngayon, pasensya na. Ang init pala ng ganito.
5. A woman named Salsa on TikTok is a loving mom who, in her words, is just trying to live a life of normalcy with her family. But the last few years of her life have been far from normal. A few years back, she started to notice unnerving things happening in her home. Things that all pointed to there being a paranormal force lurking around her. One day while in her daughter's room, she stood up from the floor when the light bulb in the ceiling fan suddenly burst directly over her head. Another day while sweeping in the kitchen, she had to grab her phone that was ringing in her bedroom. She leaned the broom against the wall and headed towards the bedroom, but when she got back to the kitchen, the broom she just leaned against the wall was now standing straight up in the middle of the room. Along with these unsettling events, her and her daughters would often hear voices and see dark figures out of the corner of their eye. And after dealing with these occurrences for a while, she finally managed to catch something on camera.
Okay, so I have been trying to catch this on video for at least 2 weeks now. I have been seeing things move. Everybody thinks I'm nuts. I know what I saw.
Teka, pasensya na. Bubuksan ko ulit sa sakyan. Hindi talaga kaya. Pasensya na, ang hirap pala ng ganito. Tuloy tayo. Pasensya na po ah.
There's nobody here. My doggy. Okay. Come on, ghost. If there's a ghost in this house.
Nagtawag ka ha.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Nako.
Okay.
Walang tali oh. Kitang-kita. Legit to.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh, tine-check, double check.
After calling out to the spirit that's in her home, a drawer in the bathroom mysteriously opened. This drawer somehow slid out completely, leaving Celsa in shock. And as she slowly began to approach, it suddenly closed. And she even managed to catch footage from another angle, showing that there was clearly no one else in the room. A month later, while she was home alone, she could sense that something was once again lingering in the bathroom.
Okay, I've been hearing noises. It's okay. Shh, sit down. You scared? Hang on. Sometimes I'm hearing noises. Sometimes things get thrown off the counter. I just want to make sure that you see nothing because this is really creepy. I'm so over it.
Whoa. Yan na naman.
Come on, John, hurry up and get home.
Ay, dalawa na ang bumukas ha.
Can you stop, please? Sometimes things get thrown off the counter. Sometimes the water gets turned on. It's really creepy. Lucy. Who is it?
Oh.
I don't want to touch it. It's just the cat box.
She heard noises coming from the bathroom, and when she began recording, the same drawer opened completely on its own. Soon after, another drawer was opened by an unseen force. She stared on in disbelief until both drawers unexplainably closed on their own. And Celsa wasn't the only person in the house that was having strange encounters in this bathroom.
Haba ah.
Mom! Where is it? Okay.
Oh, yung anak niya to ah. Anak niya to.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Mama!
Kung ako sa kanila, gaya sabi ko lagi, magpabendisyon sila ng bahay or lumipat na lang sila ng ibang bahay. Yun lang yun.
Dude, it's open again! Oh my god!
In a hair-raising turn of events, one night the camera in her living room captured something that can only be described as downright terrifying.
Keep an eye on the hallway. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nawala. Ayun ulit to. Ayun pala ulit. Tapos nawala.
If you watch closely, in the back of the hallway, a dark figure suddenly emerged from behind a wall. This ominous black silhouette leaned out, seeming to take a look down the hall. It then moved back out of view before stepping into view completely. Whatever this figure is, it continued to peek out, revealing a solid black face with no visible features. This horrifying capture is truly what nightmares are made of. But if we try to look on the bright side, maybe this ghostly apparition was just playing peekaboo. Make sure to follow me on Instagram.
Ayan, nakatapos tayo. Sana nagustuhan nyo tong setup ko ngayon dito sa sasakyan. Kasi free time ko naman eh. So make sure mag-subscribe kayo dito kay FEARSOME Top 5. So thank you so much. Thank you so much sa pagsama. See you in my next video and ingat po kayo palagi.